evening, everyone. I am the Seductive Curse, a being of beauty and majesticness on the outside, but danger on the inside. I know the true weakness of anybody's heart. I've existed for a long time. Keep having to refresh everything. But I digress. This is the final day of the season of True Fear, other known as Halloween. I hope you all are enjoying your day. I am here just to inform you of what's going on in Gothic Slenderman, doing him a good favor. He just better give me something in return. First but foremost, the incarnation of Quentus Demania is done with its hiatus, and Bloody Madness has premiered, both on DeviantArt. You can see both with the link in description. And I promise you, the third chapter of Sexy Murder and Dance of Suicide will premiere very shortly. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to some other business, shall we? I'm sure Gothic Slenderman has promised you an explanation of what this True Fear is. I'm not sure if you're able to handle it, but of all people, I think I should be the one who tells you what True Fear really is. It all started at the beginning of time, quite literally. After the Big Bang, the first of the gods and the universes were born. The gods with instinct knew what they had to do, cherish the universes and take care of it. But if it wasn't for 7 sacred gods, called the gods of emotion, humans wouldn't be the same. In fact, they'd just stand there and stare at one another until they die of starvation. These 7 gods are anger, depression, pain, greed, madness, anxiety, and most importantly, the leader of the 7 emotional gods, True Fear, the god of fear. If it wasn't for fear, people wouldn't back out of fights they know they can't win. If it wasn't for fear, we would have been killed by many animals that we saw as dangerous. However, something happened. True Fear snapped, and thought he was too good for all the other gods, so he went down to the moral realm to cause all the destruction he could. Simply looking into his eyes would send you into the deepest depths of madness, and there was nothing anyone could do. That is, until one brave warrior, being the holder of a weapon called the Gem of Envy, which allowed anyone who held the weapon to travel to any universe they pleased. They used the gem to trap True Fear inside his own little prison, one he cannot escape from, one he cannot control or manipulate other people. However, throughout time, this being knew that she had to keep the gem safe. Yes, I said she. Many gods and demons and angels thought they'd be strong enough to defeat True Fear after time passed on. So she decided to put a curse on the gem that would allow the gem to travel to different universes each day, making it nearly impossible to catch. Now you're probably thinking, just wait till it gets to your universe. Well, how do you know you're going to be alive by the time the Gem of Envy gets into your universe? Or how do you know it's going to be in your area when it gets there? That's the thing. But if anyone ever grabs the gem, it'll break the curse. But breaking the curse will cause more damage. It'll fracture the gem, causing damage to not just the gem itself, but the holder of the gem with the curse on it, and True Fear's prison. Only the madmen and people selfish and full of power would want to get the Gem of Envy. But that could be our downfall one day. If True Fear ever escapes from his prison, he'll kill all the other gods, anyone else that stood in his way back then, and send every universe into madness and fear, controlling each and every one of them, turning them in his own image, getting his minions to chop every human being up and drink their blood so that True Fear can become more powerful. Doesn't that just sound lovely? But don't worry. What are the odds of that happening in your lifetime? I guarantee it might someday, but I can't guarantee when. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this season of True Fear. You all know what True Fear is now. You all know that Bloody Madness and the incarnation of Quentus Demania both premiered. And I hope you all enjoyed these 2 months of the season of True Fear, going from September 1st to October 31st. From the Seductive Curse, I say thank you for joining us. Happy Halloween, everyone, and we all see fish in the ceiling at least once in our lives. What's Gothic Slenderman got in store for tomorrow? Who knows?
Shut up! Are we gonna really have this argument? Wait, say something! Say something! They call me the god of fear. And? Don't do that, that's plain rude! Well, he's calling himself like the god of fear here. I should say something to smack the shit out of him. If I knew where he lived, I'd smack the shit out of him. Even Zach doesn't do this. Well, fuck you.
I didn't ask him anything because he just gave me a clipboard that said, this guy called True Fear wanted to borrow my exercise room. He didn't say why, he just gave me the clipboard. But, you know, Chip is a nice guy. Shut up! Chip, you know, will let you borrow his exercise room as long as it's for exercise, and I hope this True Fear guy uses it for exercise, because if not, I'm gonna hunt this guy down. Beat the crap out of him. What's he gonna use it for? Stupid YouTube videos.
Well, what are you? God or death?
Well, I guess you could call me a god. The god of fear, that is.
That doesn't help me much. I'm just dangling here.
I bet it doesn't. But it's not supposed to. Yet.
Well, what am I doing here, though?
You choked on a rotten banana. Pathetic death. What are you going to say to God?
Well, it's a unique one.
What do you want from me?
No need. I already have it. It was so easy to access your mind. Fear reveals so much in your mind.
Oh, who said I was afraid?
Don't act so tough. I can hear your heart racing and see the sweat on your pale yet cute face. I should know when people feel fear. I created it and made it so that when people felt fear, these reactions would happen. Don't you think others deserve to know the true meaning of fear? Well, now that you're here, I can make you my pawn of nightmares.